Clark reconsiders his decision to let Jordan play football. Lois's continued investigation of Morgan Edge requires her to trust an unexpected ally. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Superman and Lois episode 6. So this episode does a great job picking up right where it left off. We see Tag confronting Jordan and blaming him for his powers manifesting. So we really see this kid who is really upset, and he's kind of scared, it looks like, because he has these powers and he doesn't know where they came from, but he's watched a video of Jordan and the night of the blast that happened, where Jordan released his laser beams from his eyes, so it's heat vision. So he's really blaming him, and he literally just beats him up, right? He beats Jordan up until Superman comes. And then this is where we get a really good chase scene. And we get to see just how fast Tag really is. But he's not fully in control of his powers yet either. So I thought this was really good, especially with the CGI. You know, we get some real clear shots of Tag and Superman. They're both flying neck to neck, but you know how it is. Something happens and Superman has to save the day. So we really get this kid who's just trying to find answers. And somehow he escaped the DOD. So I'm pretty sure I've read some articles saying that this Superman and Lois is its own contained universe. It's not actually supposed to be part of the CW's larger universe there, like the multiverse. So I thought that was a very interesting way to go with this. So we see that this Tag is really a speedster in this, and we don't really, we don't get to go to the meta prison. We don't see the Flash coming in trying to help out. So I find that very interesting. But the Morgan Edge situation right now is just starting to get a bigger part. And it's just starting to heat up, literally, as you see as the episode progresses. We see Lois reaches out to several people in the community to try to get help finding out what Edge is up to in the mines, because nobody can go in there. The security is so tight, around the mine that nobody can go in there without special badges, things like that, and we really get to see, he's really trying to protect what is in the mines. And everyone literally tells her no for the most part. We see some people really kind of start changing their minds as the episode goes on, but it's not really that many at all. And I really like the fact that we're really starting to get this more in the foreground up front, so it's starting to get more airtime along with the, Clark and Jordan and Jonathan and everything else that's going with it. And she also really starts working with Marcus a little bit more. And there's some real tension there because she really gets suspicious of him because of a couple of things he does, which, she absolutely should be. She's a reporter. She's got that sense that she can sniff out that something's not right, and that's what makes her a fantastic reporter, to be honest with you. Now, the Jordan-Jonathan situation in this as well has been going back and forth every episode. And I have commented on it before. I like when they get along and they actually are, act like they're brothers, because it brings a better dynamic to the whole drama part of the show. And what happens in this episode, I think, is really going to drive a wedge between their relationship, what's going on between them. And I don't particularly like it. We're seeing two brothers that have been basically looking out for each other their entire lives. And now all of a sudden, because one gets powers, things start to go wrong, and it's just I hope that they're not trying to make Jonathan a villain. I really hope that they get back to a good dynamic between the two of them, because it really makes the show just that much better, because it brings that element that you honestly think these two kids are brothers, and everybody, every sibling has fights. That's natural and normal. But this is just starting to, I think, go into a slightly different direction, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of where they're going with it, unfortunately, but we will really have to wait and see. This is the 6th episode. It's not even, it hasn't even hit its midpoint yet. And the ending of this, it's very clear that there is something happening to Jordan, and the ending leaves a really big cliffhanger for next week. I honestly cannot wait to see next week's episode because of what happens at the end of this episode. Now, again, the effects in this were really good. There wasn't really a lot of effects in this because they were more along the lines of following Lois this time and the boys. But the effects that were in this, like the slow-mo scene where they used kryptonite bullets, I thought was very good. I thought it was really well done. It still has good CGI effects in this. And, of course, the sets are still pretty good. It's Smallville. They're back at the farm. So that's all, that's all really good. The acting in this, I really think went to Jordan and Clark this time. They were really great in this episode. To be honest with you, I kind of thought they were like two sides of the same coin. One showed the consequences of losing control of the, of their powers, and the other one showed the what happens when you keep control, when you keep your head. You keep a level head and you calm yourself down, and that'll come with age, and experience for Jordan. And right now he's just, he's like, I think they're 14. So he's a young kid who's just really starting to go through stuff, and nobody can really help him, out, because they have to go back and forth kind of. So, and you really get to see the struggle that Clark is going through trying to help him out, and all the decisions he's got to make to keep everybody safe. And, after like a month or more of being on sabbatical, Superman and Lois really comes back with another great episode. I actually enjoyed this episode a lot. Again, we see things starting to get good with Lois's Edge investigation. And we also get to see the struggles with Clark is having with juggling the family life and being Superman. So I really like those dynamics, I would honestly give this at least an 8 out of 10. It wasn't a perfect episode. There was things I would have liked to have seen in it that maybe could have been elaborated a little more, especially with Tag and stuff, and, maybe to see like how he escaped, things like that. But those were just small little nitpicks. They weren't bad at all. The whole episode was pretty good. I would definitely go 8.5 out of 10, but I'll stick with 8. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, and please leave a comment and a like on this video, and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. Take care for now, everybody.